It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready? Chop alert! Chop alert! 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 Ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison! 60 Bison!
Second down, they go again with Henry. Oh, he falls over him. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right there, right there.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Miami defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ready, ready.
This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
19, Pioneer. 19, Lions. Go.
Third down, it's Willis. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That
was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now Willis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A give left side to Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Stephanie!
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Ready? Smash, smash! Ready, ready?
Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Got it. Ready?
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Go.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hawk 70. Check, Panther.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
70 lying. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Tag. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go. Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go, Riggs. Go.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Let's go.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
No, no. Cougar 19. Go.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards. And now the rookie's free. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down, here's Willis. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Commanders 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Get it.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And now a run with Rodriguez. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, here's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
Out
go.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
65 cat, 65 cat. Hurt.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready?
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. Got a mistake there. That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Miami.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Let's go.
On first down, Willis. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Big Lion. Go.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Commanders 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Commanders 14. Jake Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Willis looking to throw on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Check smash.
To throw, here's Willis. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
That's up first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Commanders 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Willis will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's 2nd down.
Play action, now it's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd down, here's H8. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Go.
Play action. Willis rolling to his left. Got a man. It's Rodriguez. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's Rodriguez. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Travis Kelce, touchdown Washington. Travis Kelce, 83 yards. And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Commanders 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not one touchdown, not two touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around.
A-Chain hit, and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
178 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And here on third down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Willis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That is caught into space at the 45 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington, 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. Again, Willis to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now Willis to throw. He finds, and it's a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Willis is going to throw once more. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Reload. Reload. Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On third down, Rodriguez. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Come on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Here's Willis, third and long. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so